So this video is going to be pretty much a continuation of where I left off in the last video. So if you haven't seen that, watch that video. And towards the end, I start talking about dealing with demons and how there are people that want you dead. And that's something that you guys need to understand. There's this illusion in this world that you can get along with anybody. You can be friends with anybody. If you're just nice enough, things will work out. That's the biggest load of bull I've ever heard in my entire fucking life. It's just biggest crock of shit you can imagine. Let me explain something to you guys about myself. I'm a survivor. I've been a survivor my whole entire life. A lot of people in this world aren't survivors. They don't have a survival instinct. They don't realize when death is staring them in the face. I see it everywhere I go. That's why I'm on high alert all the time, because I know with the snap of a finger, I can be dead. That goes for anybody. What makes it worse is when your enemy, the people that want you dead, are either your friends, your neighbors, people close to you, and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. What happened to Charlie Kirk? Whether it was fake or real, it doesn't matter. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, it was fake, he didn't really die, oh, it was real. This is irrelevant. Forget about that. Let's focus on something else. What that situation exposed is that there are people that are either demons, act like demons, are demonically possessed, or are on the verge of becoming demons, and they want you dead. Period. Just for the way you think, the way you are, the way you behave, the way you live your life. They don't like you. There are very evil people in this world. A lot of them. They want you dead. That's what that situation showed me. The Charlie Kirk situation showed me what happens when you try to sit down with demons and shake their hand and break bread and get along. And this is a real thing. So even if you think that what happened with Charlie Kirk was fake, there are still people in this world. Forget about Charlie Kirk. Look at all the things that happen in the world, regardless of Charlie Kirk. There are very, very many evil people in this world that want you dead. Look at all the countries, all the religions, all the people that think different and behave different and live in a different way than you and don't agree with the way you think or the way you see the world. Those people exist. And whether you want to admit it or not, they will kill you. It doesn't matter how friendly you are to them. Look at what happened to the girl on the subway, if I remember correctly. The Ukrainian girl. She got stabbed to death. She was just sitting there minding her business. And some random crazy ass racist black dude decided to kill her. Just because she was white. Look at what happened with Carmelo Anthony. And this is where demons are really exposed. I'm probably going to make a whole video talking about Carmelo Anthony, because to me, he deserves the death penalty. But look at how black people are defending Carmelo Anthony. And look at how demonic that kid is. And then look at all the people that are defending him and how demonic they're acting. Those are not humans. I don't know if you've noticed, but you could find a lot of black people saying it's demon time, or I'm going to go on demon time. There's a reason why they're saying that. They're most likely demonically possessed. But even if they're not, they still act like it, so they might as well be demons. That's the way I look at it. I judge people by their actions, right? So the way you do things, the way you behave, the way you think, that's how I judge you. So if you act like a demon, you know how they say walk, talk like a duck, act like a duck, quack like a duck, and all that shit? You're a fucking duck? Well, you're a demon. If you act like it, you walk like it, you talk like it, you're a fucking demon. No ifs, ands, or buts. No excuses. I'm not trying to give anybody the benefit of the doubt. I used to do that. I used to be this naive person that I was like, oh, let me see the good in people. And people aren't all like this. They're all worth saving. Nowadays, absolutely fucking not. You have to prove to me that you're not a fucking demon. That's how I see the world. I see everybody as a demon, and I'm like, now if you don't want me to look at you that way, prove to me that you're not. And I'm going to say this again. If you disagree with the way I think and the way I say things, you're a fucking demon. Period. I don't care how good you pretend to be. I don't care what kind of high horse you want to ride in on. I don't care what your religion is. I don't give a fuck about anything. If you don't prove that you're not a demon, you're a demon. You have to show me you're not. So back to Carmelo Anthony. I believe he deserves the death penalty. Somebody that's like that shouldn't be walking around in society. What makes it worse is that there are people that enable him in his community and that are defending him and that raised a lot of money to give him a defense when the motherfucker should be dead. He shouldn't even be walking around. What makes it even worse than that is that there are self-hating white people who are taking the side of Carmelo Anthony when those black people that you're defending that are on Carmelo Anthony's side want you dead too. Wake the fuck up, you fucking retards. That's what I'm talking about. People have no survival instincts. And that's why I said I'm different. I'm going to tell you guys the real truth. I am the answer to all the world's problems. I can solve every single problem. If I control this world, give me one fucking day and I will fix the whole fucking thing. If I had full control over the world, this world would be a much better place. Am I saying it will be perfect? Absolutely not. But I guarantee you it would be much better than what's going on right now. I have the solution to every single problem. The problem is people are so Stockholm syndrome and brainwashed by all the evil that's been done to them that they're comfortable with the way things are. And they're fine being slaves to money and to society and to rich people controlling their lives. They're fine with that. They're fine with governments controlling them. They're fine with religions controlling them. They're fine with all this evil shit that has been put in this world by demons to control you. People are fine with that. And it's not just that they're fine. They're also lazy. Because there are some people that want to change it. But they want to change it like they feel like they want to change it. Like they're like, man, I really wish things were different. But they don't want to actually take any action to change it. So it's cool that you like may agree with me and you're like, oh yeah, you know, you're right. Things should be different. But what the fuck are you going to do about it? Are you even doing the bare minimum like what I'm doing right here? Are you even saying the things that I'm saying to people? Are you even doing that? There are some. But it's not enough. There needs to be more. And if you're not going to help me to change the world, you sure as hell better not get in my fucking way. Get the fuck out of my way. That's how I see it. This world is controlled and run by demons. Everything you see, countries, languages, religions, cultures, races, all this shit that you see that separates humans, it was all purposely orchestrated and manufactured by demons. I will keep saying this shit until the day I fucking die, until you guys wake the fuck up and see what's going on. So you guys all, I'm going to say this again. All you people that take pride in your religions, your countries, your governments, your languages, all the shit that you guys take pride in, it was given to you by demons to separate you, to cause division, to cause rifts, so that they can cause fighting and wars. And guess what happens when you guys kill each other and hurt each other and go against each other, even when you're just arguing and bickering, right? Like I've seen white people and black people fighting over the Carmelo Anthony shit in public, disagreeing and yelling at each other. Even when you do that, you're creating this negative energy that these demons eat. That's why they've constructed the society in the way that they have. Everything you do benefits them and doesn't benefit you at all. At all. Nothing that you do in your life, nothing benefits you. It only benefits them, even if it appears as if it's benefiting you. That's the illusion that they've given you so that you can keep doing what the fuck they want you to do. Do you understand what I am saying? It's not that hard to understand, but the problem is people don't know what the fuck's going on. So because people don't understand who's behind the scenes pulling the strings, They can't make sense of the shit that's happening. That's why you have all this feminization of society, all this LGBTQ shit, all this stuff that you see that's destabilizing humanity and taking it away from what it is and making it into a desecration and an abomination of what it was. That's what's happening in this world. It's becoming hell. It's already hell, but it's becoming more hellish as time goes. Because again, as much as you may think you don't live in hell, you do. It is literally hell on earth. But people think we're living on this planet where humans came up with all this shit. Humans created languages and societies. No. Humans didn't make anything, didn't create anything. It was all given to them. But anyways, I don't want to ramble on too much. I pretty much said what I wanted to say. To leave you guys off with this, I'll say this. One more thing I did want to discuss is I know for a fact that there are humans that are controlled by demons or that are demons themselves. My best friend is controlled by a demon. And because he lives his life according to the way this demon, the succubus, wants him to live, because if he doesn't, she'll punish him. He and I can't get along. We can't even talk. Because anytime we have a discussion or a disagreement, it's because he's thinking and doing things in the way she wants him to do things, which is evil. And I'm trying to tell him, hey, this is wrong. I'll give you an example. If he doesn't eat what she wants, or he doesn't play the game she wants, or does anything that she wants, if he protests anything that she wants to do, whether he wants to do it or not, she will punish him. She will literally make his blood boil. That's what she does. So when you have that situation going on, it's kind of hard for him to live as a normal person. Everything he's done in his life is for her. And there are many people that have this situation, but they're scared to talk about it because they don't want to be looked down on, or the demon says, you better not tell anybody or I'll punish you. And there are people that are just straight demons. There's not even a possession. It's just there's a demon inhabiting that body. It's not a human soul. It's a demon. There are many people like that. Long story short, you need to realize who the enemy is. You guys really need to realize where you're at and what you're dealing with. Stop thinking you can be friends with everybody and shake everybody's hand and get along. That's just not the reality of the world you live in. You keep thinking like that, you're going to end up like Charlie Kirk. That's what's going to happen. That's what he believed. And look what they did to him. And he's not the only one. How many others in history has this happened to? And why does it keep happening to supposedly good people? Because they're making an example out of those people. The demons are making an example saying, this is going to happen to you if you try to bring peace, if you try to make things right. That's what it does. It causes a situation where now you're scared to try to get along with people. And it makes people fight amongst each other. That's the whole point. It's to cause chaos, confusion, anger, distrust, all of that shit. And all of that, all those negative feelings you have, all that negative energy you create, they eat it. They literally eat the energy. Just like we eat, food, they eat that as food. That's the world you live in. So you guys need to understand that. But anyways, that's all I want to say about this. I have more. I'm going to keep talking about. This is something I'm never going to stop talking about because this is the situation. This is what needs to be fixed. And in order for us to fix the world, and I say us, I really just want to say me because I don't see anybody else wanting to do anything about it. But in order for us to fix the world, you guys need to see what the problem is. The problem is the world is controlled by demons. And if we don't stop doing what they want us to do and living their way, we're never going to change anything. And notice, I'm not calling for violence. I'm not saying anybody should do anything evil or violent or get crazy. Literally just not living the way they want you to live. Get rid of religions. Get rid of all the languages. Get rid of all the governments. Get rid of all the things that separate humans. And humanity really needs to unify. They've even convinced you that one world government or one country is an evil thing. Even though that's how you'll fix many of these problems. They've convinced you that it's a bad thing. So you're, oh no, we can't do that. Why? Because we can't do that. Why? You guys don't even have a reason why you can't do it. You just keep saying we can't do it. We can't do it. Why? There's no reason we can't. And I've said this. I've said it in my last 2 videos where I talked about I want the United States to control the whole entire fucking world. And granted, the United States is not perfect, but it's the best government we have. So it's like a stepping stone. It's like the bottom step. And we got to work on it and build it up. And fix it. Fix all the problems and yada yada. But at least it has a good foundation. Anyways, if you like, comment, subscribe, share where you can, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.